Hi, I'm Dave Moore from Choice Training. Today I'm going to show you a tap reseating tool, how to use it. I'll explain a bit of why we use it. When we're doing taps, the main reason you'd want to use this tool is if they didn't turn off properly and they gave a little drip, it's often a build-up of limescale in the tap. Now before we start it, you want to isolate the water to the tap. I've already done this ahead of time just to make it easier. Before you do anything, I use this, I can't remember the name of it, it's just a drain plug. I always put it in the basin or the bath or whatever I'm doing it on, push that down to cover the hole. That way anything I drop, like the little retaining screws, I know I'm not going to lose it down the drain. Now to get access to your tap, the first thing you need to do is just pop off the sort of display cap. You're then left with the red coloured plastic for a hot tap, or you get blue for a cold tap. You now need to undo the Phillips head screw. Just hold the tap head in place as you undo that. That will allow the red cap to come off with this screw. So you can take the whole lot off. You can leave that in the basin because I've covered my hole. You're then left with the actual workings of the tap. To get this off, you want a pair of adjustable spanners. Make sure they fit to size. Hold your tap in place and just twist it off. Once it's loosened off, you can use just your hand to twist it off. This is the part that will have limescale on it, all around this joint here or at the bottom, and inside the tap, around either this ring or inside the actual workings of the tap, will be covered in limescale. Now the idea of our tool is, on the bottom it has these jaws. These jaws will go inside the tap and we lock it down with these red rings. They're all different sizes depending on what tap you're actually changing, whether it be a bath tap, a basin tap, a sink tap, etc. So the jaws bit slide inside your tap, give it a wiggle until it goes right in. Then your red lock ring twists inside the tap so that it's nice and tight. And all you have to do to clean it off is twist this black bit while pushing downwards slightly. You give it enough times until it runs smoothly. Once you feel that it's enough, you can undo your red lock nut and it should come out. Just give it a little jiggle. The idea of that is it's cleaned off all the limescale there and it should hopefully now close properly. So now you have to put the tap back together. So you start off with your headgear again, twist it in hand tight, make sure you don't cross thread it. Once you're hand tight, adjustables back on, hold the tap and tighten up until sufficient. Probably a one turn with the adjustables is enough. You then have to put your cap back on, make sure not to mix up hot and cold if you're doing both taps. Then there's the retaining screw for the cap, place that back in. Again, make sure you don't cross thread it, start it by hand. Once you're happy it's in, then use your screwdriver and just give it a tighten. Doesn't have to be too tight, it's just holding that cap in place. The last thing is the display cap kind of thing, which just pushes in. So line it up square, just push it in and your tap's good as new. You can then reinstate the water supply, check the taps are working and make sure they close properly.